Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I will be playing some X-Plane 11 and I am currently at Oslo Gardermoen. I will be flying to Kristiansand Kjevik. Approximate flight time today will be 35 minutes and I will be flying the ZIBO 737-800 with the SAS livery made by Kristiansand. All of the resources will be found in the description. So it is a beautiful day here today. Currently it is some clouds, not wind, and sunny, and it's the same at Kristiansand. A fun fact about this route is that SAS actually flies this in real life with the same aircraft, and we have the same departure time as they do in real life, which is 14:35 in the afternoon, and the time now is 1400. Which means I have approximately 30 minutes to get the aircraft ready for pushback. So, let's jump right into it. Let's go ahead and get the battery on. And we do have 3 greens on the landing gear, which is beautiful. Go ahead and do the fire tests. And go ahead and connect the GPU. Position lights come to steady. Not going to do an exterior inspection today. Don't need the logo light, and the electronic hydraulic pumps can come on. Let's go ahead and open our service doors and our cargo doors. So we take a look at our flight plan today. Which will be, you can see that our fuel today will be 5695. But we'll take some extra, so we'll take 6000. Let's go ahead and get into our fuel, which means we will have 0.3 extra.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Let's go and start the service cruise on ground and turn on our panel lighting here. Close the emergency exit lights. So our flap indicator is at 0 and our flap lever is at 0. Let's go and do the takeoff configuration test there. Beautiful. The cargo fire test. Turn off the panel lighting. So our halon fire extinguisher is right there and it's green. Going to check the circuit breakers, and our emergency escape rope for the first officer is right there. Head up to the flight recorder. Yeah, and while we wait for the stall warning tests to charge up, I'm going to start aligning the IRSs. 9 minutes and change it to flight. And our captain's emergency escape rope is right there. So while we wait for the stall warning test to charge up, let's go ahead and bring up our charge for the day. So we are currently at Gardermoen. And we are headed to Kristiansand. And we will be using the IPA 6 Delta departure today, and our excuse me, I'm gonna bring up the airport chart here, and our approach into Kristiansand will be runway 21 ILS, and our arrival will be the Oslo 7 Mike, I believe.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
So we will be heading runway 19 right, heading 241, and then all the way out to Vippa, which is at heading 180. Very nice, very nice. If we go ahead and just check the flight plan, you can see we have a top off climb. Our cruising level will be 260, and our routing today will be Gardermoen, runway 19 right, Vippa 6 Delta, and then Vippa, and then Oslo, and then Oslo 7 Mike will be our arrival. Sorry, our approach into Kristiansand. Beautiful. So let's go and test our master lights here. Everything looks to be in order. To the autopilot disconnect lights for the first officer as well. So pilot oxygen mask test. Oops. Here we are. The clock is UTC, and the airport button is right there. So our minimum today will be 1700, as Gardermoen is located at 650 feet approximately. So our minimums out of Oslo will be 1700, and our HPA today is 1014. There we are. The first officer oxygen mask test. Let's go ahead and turn up the brightness here. Clock is actually UTC. There we are. Train radar can come on, and we have set the minimums. Let's go ahead and stop the service crews on ground and close our service doors and open our entry. We will not be using our rear entry today, as we only have gate connected to our front door. Start the flight leg and check our flight plan for the payload, which will be 17.9, and zero fuel weight will be 59.6. Between 59.6 and 62.7. We do have some extra fuel, so approximately we'll have 61, I believe. So let's go ahead and put in 17,900. There we are. Just wait for it to and yeah, zero fuel at 61, so we are all good. Let's go ahead and program the FMC. Our flight model today is 737-800, so it is good. Our engine rating is 26K. Our nav database is out of date, which is correct. Let's go ahead, whoops, and get this and paste it in here. So our reference airport today is Gardermoen. Our gate is 68, and our destination is ENCN, which is Kristiansand. Flight number today is the same as in real life, Scandinavian 215. Runway today will be 19 right. Beautiful. So our departure out of Oslo will be our 19 right. We'll be using the Vippa 6D, but I can't find it, so I'll do Oxa 6 Delta and I'll do some changes. Let's go and activate it. And our arrival today will be ILS 21, and it will be the what did I say, the approach was. So the approach was Oslo 7 Mike, yeah. Oslo 7 Mike. I'm going to just check if we have some transitions. So we'll be coming from Insap and heading to Nelip. I believe sorry, we'll be coming from, yeah, we'll not do any transitions here today, I believe. Don't think so. I'll double check it. Insap or Ubeda. We'll do Oswald and Insap. So the Insap actually. Yep. Execute. So if we do legs, and I think we'll have some discontinuities. Sure, looks like it. Yeah, I'll wait for the IRS to align. 1 minute. You want to set our altitude, which will be 7,000, I believe. That is our transition altitude, or so transition altitude is initial climb clearance is 7,000. Yep, beautiful. Heading today will be 192. Will be our takeoff heading, and course will be the same for now. There we are. Here we are. So let's jump back to the FMC here. So after, so I have to do some changes to the departure. To plan. If you see, it is now currently at the Oksat 6 Delta. We'll do the Vippa, so we'll have to do the Golf Mark 442, Golf Mark 607. So Golf Mark 607, and we'll just paste it in there. Then we'll do Insap and then Nelip. That looks alright to me. Golf Mark 637 and then Nanon. So Nanon after Golf Mark. Yeah, so we'll actually paste it in there and now do this and bring it up here. So I believe we should have to delete Okaki and Oksat. So we'll do this, and there we are. Just double check our routing here. So Nanon, Oswald, Insap, Nelip. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is good. No discontinuities. Our zero fuel weight today is 61. Our planned fuel was 5.7, wasn't it? 5.6, 5.7. Estimated fuel 5.7. Reserves is 0.3, and our cost index is 21. I like to put 21. I do not know what the airlines use, but I like to put 21. cruising altitude is 260, and our transitioning altitude is 7,000. Excuse me. So our flaps today will be 5, and our VREF will be 148. Whoops. Let's go and put it in straight away. And our trim today will be 4.75. Beautiful. So check it, and our first waypoint after top of climb is top of climb will be it will be Oslo actually. Will be top of climb. So INSAP is after the top of climb. Fuel damper can come on, and we can go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps and our APU. Check the crossfeed valve. And while the APU fires up, let's do a quick check outside. There we are. Let's go ahead and fasten the seatbelt signs to on as we are done refueling, and our window seat can come to on.
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
So our system hydraulic pressure is about 2,800, so it's good.
We cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
And our cabin difference pressure is 0, and our climbing is 0, so everything looks good. Trimmer can come on. Go ahead and turn on the AC here. And the captain flight director can come on, as well as our first officer. LNAV and VNAV can come on. Departure heading is 192, the initial climb clearance is 7,000. And all the brakes come to rejected takeoff. Fuel flow, let's go ahead and reset the fuel flow. I will not be using any initial com frequencies right now. I will be using it for the ILS landing into Kristiansand. Our microphone selectors is 1 for the captain and 2 for the first officer. Let's go ahead and close our flight deck door here. So our departure arrival seat route once everything is checked. Ground distance good, landing fuel is enough. Route is executed, clock is good. Expected taxiing route to runway. Let's go ahead and check it real quick here. Bring up the airport chart. You can see we are at gate 68. We'll be pushing back to Delta, following Delta all the way down to down here, and then taking a left onto Victor, and then right onto November. Following November all the way down to Alpha 9, exit onto runway 19 right. So runway is 19 right, departure is 1435, climbing altitude is 7,000, and our SID is checked. Normal check. I'm just going to check it. I'm not going to do the normal checklist. Let's go and do the passenger announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and business. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
So let's go ahead
Flight
and
attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
get the better pushback plug in there and start our pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
So we'll taxi Delta down to Victor right there.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
So they have closed the flight, our cabin door, and they are doing the safety briefing. So everything is looking smooth.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Let's go ahead and kill the parking brake, and our gate will be retracting.
Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
Beautiful. So we'll start engine number 2, and pay attention to the N2 percentage. So 25%. You can see engine number 2 is coming alive. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1 and do the same procedure. Follow the N2. Wait for 25%. There we are. Let's go and switch over to our engine generators here and turn the APU off. And engine switches can come to continuous. Probe heat can come on, and we can turn on the AC again.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
just wait for the bypass pin here and we'll get on with the taxiing.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
And there we are. Beautiful. So takeoff flaps can come to 5. And go ahead and test our flight controls here. So full forward, check. Full back, full left, full right, do the rudder, full left, and full right. Oops. Do a recall. And let's go ahead and turn on the taxi light and now runway turn off lights, as well as releasing our park brake and do a configuration test for takeoff. Looking good. As well as test our brakes. They are working. Cabin lighting can come to takeoff. And let's go ahead and seat the cabin crew here. So let's go ahead and taxi over to runway 19 right. Taking a left here, following Victor. And then we'll take a right, following November. there is Alpha 9 exit. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and get our position lights to strobe. Turn our landing lights on and activate the auto throttle. Start our clock and taxi onto the runway. So it is clear from the left and clear from the right. So we are actually dead on the departure time, which was 14:35. So it is looking very nice. Let's go up and go ahead and line up here. So stabilize the engines at 40%. And activate Toga. Airspeed is alive.
80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive brake.
Gear up.
$400. $1,000.
Let's go and activate the autopilot. And go ahead and do flaps 1. Do flaps up. Just bring up the departure chart here. You can see we are headed to Squawk Mike 442. Landing gear lever can come to off. Speed auto brakes can come to off. Engine start switches comes to auto. Cabin pressurization is looking good. So altimeters can come to standard. And we can go ahead and release the cabin crew. So the SID is saying maintain last stand level for 2 minutes and then climb to the cruising level stated in flight plan. So I'll just adjust the altitude to 26,000, which is our cruising level today. Here we are. And our heading will be 213, I believe it is the heading for the runway. Yeah, 213. So we can change it for our courses as well. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll soon be passing 10,000 feet. Then we can go ahead and turn off the landing lights. So that's the turn off, it's got the taxi light. Cabin pressure is looking good. Go ahead and release our passengers and do a recall. As well as do the passenger announcement, leveling off. So everything is looking smooth, and I will return when we are a little bit closer to the approach, sorry, the arrival, and I'll go through the approach and arrival charts and the ILS frequencies, and I'll let you guys enjoy the view.
1,000 to go.
Hello again, guys. I hope you are enjoying the flight as much as I do. We do have some beautiful weather. So I'll just help the plane with some drag, as we should hit flight speed 250 knots once we reach Oslo, and that is in 20 nautical miles. You can see the speed is coming down. So let's go ahead and go through the arrival chart, which is this one, not a most complicated one. So there is nothing much about this arrival chart. There is an Oslo, which is at or above flight level 100, and INSAP is at or above flight level 3000. So if you look at the approach chart, you can see we are going to INSAP and then Nelip. So Nelip will be coming into Nelip from here, and there is maximum 230 knots, and we'll reach the Foxtrot 121 right here, and the glide slope will intercept at flight level 3000 approximately. So our ILS heading frequency today will be 110.9, which I have already put in, 110.9, 110.9, and our missed approach will be 112.1, which I also already put in. Other frequencies will be the Kjevik approach and Kjevik tower, which is 119.950, 119.950. And our missed approach today will be climb straight ahead to flight level 1000, intercept and proceed on Romeo 036 Sierra Victor Alpha inbound to VOR, enter holding climbing to 3000. So this is our missed approach, which we have entered right there. Beautiful, beautiful. The runway at Kristiansand is not the longest one, so we'll use quite a bit auto brakes, and we'll come in at a slow speed. Transition altitude is 7000, and our runway elevation is 2 HPA. Airport elevation is 57 feet. So it is right at sea level. So we can go ahead and put in our minimums, which will be 1100. And do the same for the first officer here. And the HPA is 1014. There we are, I believe. Oh, sorry, 1013. Beautiful. Go ahead and play the descent message. So and our decision altitude today, just go and check the decision altitude, will be 252 feet. Now frequency is set, courses is set, altitude bag is set, landing performance calculation, let's go ahead and do that. So glide slope is on, and we'll be landing with flaps 40. Speed will be 141. Will be our VREF speed. So let's go ahead and (141) and set it. Yep. Beautiful. Flaps 40. Yep. It's done. Auto brakes will be 3. We'll do almost max auto brake here today. When you do the cabin lighting, you can go back to deck for landing, white bright, and we can go ahead. We have passed 10,000 feet. We can go ahead and put on our landing lights, takeoff lights. The fasten seat belts can come to on. Go ahead and put barometric to the local. Yeah, we can do the passenger announcement in a second here. So airspeed bug, we are aiming for 230 once we reach Nelip. I believe it's 230. Let's double check it. So it has a maximum of 230, so let's go ahead and put in 230. And do chimes only for the cabin crew. And do the prepare for landing. Beautiful. Yeah, I believe those were not in the correct order, but almost. So we are approaching Kristiansand here, and we have done the altimeters, we have done the flight calculation, the landing calculation, and we have done our speed. Let's go ahead and help the airplane by slowing down. Everything is looking very nicely. And here we are across through the sky. You see there is a beautiful day here today. And it's I think this is a beautiful route because you're flying near the ocean or the shoreline, so you get this beautiful view of southern Norway. That is my opinion. I really like this view. So as you can see, we are approaching Insap, and then we'll take a right heading 304 to Nelip. Yeah, and then we'll heading to 13. So there we are on our right turn. And I'm going to help the airplane slow down a little bit more. We are approaching the runway here, so we should be visible in a few minutes. Everything is looking nicely. I'm going to do flaps on here actually. I'm going to speed to 100 just to not coming too fast. So I'm going to help the speed go down. And as soon as we have spotted the runway, I'm going to drop the landing gear. let's go ahead and do flaps 5 here, just to help with the drag a little bit. And the runway is in sight, so let's go ahead and drop the landing gear. And do flaps 15. Speed can come to our VRF speed, which is 141. And we can do continuous on the start switches. Let's go and do flaps full. And do the approach button. Should actually... Yeah, there we are. We have intercepted the ILS. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do our missed approach, which was 3000. You need to do it. There we are. You can see we have 2 red and 2 white puppies. Do a recall. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brakes. The brakes are armed, and we can go and turn on the taxi light. Beautiful. So we have hit our VREF speed. We have 3 greens on the landing gear. Everything is looking beautiful. Beautiful. Approaching the minimums here. Everything is looking fine, so we will continue. Now we will disable the autopilot here in a second. Sorry, disengage.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Everything is looking beautiful here. So let's go ahead and disengage the auto as well as the autopilot. Lift the nose a little bit there.
500. 400. 300.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
200.
Light slow.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers are on.
$80 knots.
Disable the reversers as well as the speed brakes, and the auto brakes can come to off. Let's go and retract the flaps. Turn off the terrain radar. So not the smoothest landing, but not the worst. We were a little bit too low, but I were too low, but not the worst landing. Let's go and turn off our landing lights here. So that's position lights come to steady. So let's hope there is a gate available for us today at the terminal. And we can go ahead and turn the flight directors off for the first and the captain. And the airspeed bug can come to 0. As well as the altitude can come to stab trim really is good. The cabin lighting can come to oops, white, medium and white medium. Yeah. Probe heights can come off, and the engine switches can come back to auto. So let's go ahead and start the APU here. So let's see if there is a gate available for us today. I sure hope so. It looks like there is one. Beautiful. So it is gate 13. And here is the tug waiting. So let's go ahead and switch to the APU and turn on our runway taxi light can come on, and turn off engine number 2. Let's go and set the parking brake, and let's double check that we are a little bit off center line, but not a crazy amount. Didn't want to hit the tug. Right, I'll actually go ahead and try just a little bit more forward. Engine number 1. And there we are. So parking brake is set, and let's go ahead and turn off engine number 1 as well. Beautiful. So anti-collision lights can come on off, sorry. And go ahead and open our flight deck door, as well as connect the GPU and connect to the GPU and turn the APU off. Let's release the cabin, turn off the fasten seatbelt. So let's go ahead and turn the cabin light to white bright, and get we can actually use the after entry as well and get some stairs here. Let's go ahead and do the payload to 0. Landing rating good. Yeah, it was alright, not the best. We were a little bit too low. Stop the tracking 38 and terminate the flight leg here. Open the cargo doors as well, and the service doors. service vehicles are driving on. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll just wish you a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.